I'm heading there. Right, my car's in for its MOT and I've been told not to come back for about an hour. Luckily for me, not too far away is a little valley here, and in this valley is one spot I occasionally come to wild camp. I haven't been here for a long time. I'm going to have a little wander down just to check out my spot and see if it's worth coming here, or whether I should wait another month till the bluebells start coming up, or possibly 2 months. But in any case, time on my hands, I'm going to wander down into a woodland. So I'm not actually doing a full recce on this piece of woodland. I've camped here, or wild camped, many times. It's just that I haven't been here for a good few months now, so I'm just coming to see, whether it is as it was or was left by me. I've seen some evidence that people have been down here, and this woodland isn't too far from the village. The only thing going for it is the footpath doesn't really go to somewhere you'd want to go. And it's in a steep valley, and most of us, in this day and age, always seek the easy path. So it does mean this isn't as widely used as other places. But I've got to climb a little hill to the camp spot. There's very few flat places in this woodland. I've walked down a valley, it's on a steep slope, and you would have seen from that first bit intro when I pointed to it, nothing about it's flat. Either side of the hill it rolls away into a slope, but there's just like one little golden nugget which I found, and with which I can get a tarp tent up, and that's pretty much it. But that's all I need, and I'm in a really, really nice quiet woodland. Well, this is right on the trackway I've just come up, and I know for a fact it wasn't there when I last came here, and it's not got any leaf coverage. That's pretty new, so people are coming here. I'm not for 1 minute suggesting this is receiving heavy traffic, but I am aware, and by looking at that bottle, it's got no label on it. It's a kind of pop drink that younger people would be drinking. I know that's generalising, But that's basically how profiling works. So this basically is the campsite I use, or a bit of ground. It is not perfect, but like I said, it's about the flattest you're going to get here. Everything here is on a slope, all the way down to the river. So this little, basically 20 metre by 20 metre area is all that really offers you a flattish camp. Obviously if you're in a hammock, it's not really going to make much difference to you. And we're looking at this woodland. If I come up here, from up there, the other side of the valley, right down into here. I'm caught up in brambles. Everywhere in this woodland you can see the beginnings of the bluebells coming up. All these green little shoots of bluebells. The whole forest is absolutely, or woodland, is full of them. Now for 2 years in a row, we've seen fox cubs just playing in this side of the valley, possibly 20 metres back in the open field from the wood line here. And you know, it's really special too. And it's always when we've dropped the kids off from school, I'm driving down, I'll park on a little bit of a bend and look through a gap in a gateway, and you can look over here. But obviously you can't see into the woodland, but you can see the field, which you could have seen when I showed you that first picture of the woodland. And you see the fox cubs running around on that little bit of grass, diving in and out of the brambles, and then obviously into this bit of woodland. And it's really nice to watch. Last year though, we weren't the only ones to have spotted them. There was somebody here 2 or 3 occasions with a camera trying to photograph them. So it was quite a strange situation. He had no idea I was watching him, and the foxes had no idea that he was watching them, but yet I was watching the foxes and him. And yeah, it was kind of a bit of one of those situations. But it does go to show that even though he was fully in tune with what he was doing to get some photographs of those foxes and fox cubs, he didn't have 360-degree eyes on and ability to read the situation, that where he was exposed himself. I mean, it's not a tactical situation, but it just goes to show, if you get too absorbed into what you're only focusing on, you can forget what's happening, well, 180 degrees behind you, and that obviously gives the game away. I could sit and stay here, well, basically till dark. But I've got to go and get that car. My hour is up. So I'm going to make haste and go and get my vehicle. I didn't actually wild camp while the fox cubs were basically being suckled and basically being reared. Not because I'm, you know, preaching I am the perfect, you know, man of the woods and I'm in tune with nature, although that's something you should be. It was quite simply the pure delight of seeing them and not wanting to disturb them. So yeah, and I hope, you know, those 2 litters actually grew up and have lived a pretty good life, although I should imagine the survival rates for fox cubs must be pretty low. Anyway, I gotta get on. I'm beginning to drift off. I'll end up just whiling away an hour here when I should be actually walking with a bit of urgency to get my car. First world problems in an old woodland. Right, catch you later.